to Misha Madness and Motivation Podcast. This podcast is for anyone wanting to evolve in every aspect of their life. Do you want to be better and live life to your fullest potential? Tune in with your host, blogger, entrepreneur, and beauty executive, Misha.
Hi, everyone. Thank you all so much for tuning back in to Monday Nights with Mish. I am your lovely host, Misha, and tonight I am tired. I am really, really tired. It is Monday, of course, and I just have been doing the most for like the past since the last time you guys saw me, since last Monday. I feel like I've been doing a whole lot. Hold on. Let me get my mic situated because I don't like where it is. Okay. It's much closer to my mouth. So, hi guys. Happy Monday. We are making it. What number is this? I think this is what, number 4? Um, I was just right before I hopped on this live. I put my lip gloss on. It's popping, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty." Then I'm like, "Oh, you know what? I had bottles of water." So I grabbed them. I had like one new one and one that I didn't finish it. So I'm like, I just put my lip gloss on. How am I going to drink this water? You know, I ain't going to have to reapply my lip gloss. And I just ended up having a straw in my purse or whatever, which it is a plastic straw, right? And over the weekend, I found out that you actually have to ask now when you go out to places. I don't know how it is everywhere else. I'm wondering because it's on my mind. So yeah, I'm wondering like what. Anyway, let me just tell you. I'm wondering if it is going on everywhere, but this is what I'm wondering is going on. Is it really going on that paper straws are going to be the new regular, the new norm, and you have to request a plastic straw? I don't know how you guys feel about paper straws, so I prefer a plastic straw, I'm not gonna lie. I know that the way we dispose of our garbage is a problem for water life, and plastic in general takes a really, really ridiculous long time to, degrade. So, I don't know, but I thought that that was, like, an interesting thing. I know, though, when I go to Dunkin' Donuts, they still have their plastic straws out. So, I'm not sure really how true it is, but that's a conversation I had over the weekend, and I was like, "Really? This is gonna be the new normal?" Paper straws, they just I don't know. Like, I have my water, right, with the straw sitting in here, and if I don't take a sip throughout this entire broadcast, a paper straw, it would be a wrap, okay? And then they get all bendy and you can't really it's just you don't know if you're drinking pieces of paper. It's just I don't know. It's not one of my favorite not one of my favorite things for sure. I'll probably put a poll out to see what you guys think. So I'm over here trying to see which episode this is. Wow, I think 1, 2, 3. This is number 5. This is not number 4. Wow. I am so excited. That's so exciting. So since last Monday, I have been like putting in a lot of work. It's getting to the end of the semester And then I have some other things that I'm working on and some new things that are a part of my life. So it's been really hard trying to get my new schedule down, my new sleep schedule. I don't know if you guys can see how big these bags are. I don't have on I have on some face makeup, but I don't have on any foundation or concealer. So can you guys see these bags? Anyway, the sleep schedule, I need to get it together because it is really it's not where it needs to be, okay? It is I'm tired. I took a nap and getting up from a nap is so hard. It's like it's harder than waking up in the morning just for the first time. So, I usually try to not take a nap, but today I had to take a nap and I'm still really tired, but me and my friend, shout out to Blizzard. Me and my friend have been motivating each other all week. Text messages, we'll be on the phone while we're doing certain things, just encouraging each other to like get stuff done. Even last night, we both had assignments due, and we're like on the phone or texting, like, okay, well, I'm gonna call you back, give it an hour, let me know where you're at, and just I don't know, having like a kind of like a motivation buddy, like a work buddy, kinda similar to a workout partner maybe, and it has got me through this week, honestly. It's been a really long week, and with the new things that I'm doing, I'm not used to the hours, and I'm not used to doing it, you know? So, it's new for my body, I'm gonna get used to it. Everything is, like, really good, though. Everything's really great, and school is going really good too for anyone who was wondering, all of the students out there that are still doing their thing. Shout out to us. I, originally wanted this particular broadcast to be about the end of the month grind, and it was like a topic that I came up with because I was on social media. I mean, like, we're always on social media, right? Not all of us, but we do get on there because I be seeing y'all. I know you guys are on there. And someone said, and this was a few months ago, but it still became a topic in my notebook. And I was like, I should really touch on this because I think people are, I mean, maybe we just all have different opinions on it. And someone said on social media, you know, I don't wanna see any motivational post about how it's coming up to the end of the year and, I have to get this done and that done. I need to focus on my mental health or I need a break or I'm tired. And if I'm tired, I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna push myself extra if I'm tired. I'm gonna embrace the tiredness and just, do what I can do basically. Not word for word, but that was the gist of the tweet. And I read it and I was like, I was feeling it on some level, but then on another level, I was like, I don't know, because I know it's always, even with, a new year approaching, it's always a big thing of, well, what's your resolution and what can we get done at the end of the month or at the end of the year? And we cram all of these things in the end of the year to try and make all of these accomplishments happen that we maybe put off throughout the entire year. And I wanted to talk about that, but not really so much of that, right? Because people are either going to do the work or they're not going to do the work. And I named this broadcast "You Are in Your Way," as in, like, sometimes we can all get in our own way, and we're the reason why it's not getting done, and if we can control it. And I'm big on, if you can't control it, then don't even worry about it. And end of the month grind to me it's like, let me finish up the things that I haven't finished throughout the month, not let me cram everything from the entire year into this month, or let me cram all of my yearly goals that I set out for last December or last January to now try and accomplish everything. Not only are you setting yourself up to be burnt out, we're not Superwoman and Superman. It's a reason, you gave yourself a year in the first place. It's a reason you put it on a long-term or short-term goal list. You knew that it would take time and that you couldn't just last minute hustle and bustle and get it together. And I was just like, I need to talk about this. Can we get out of our own way and just show up for ourselves? That's really what it is. It's showing up for yourself. Yes, some days you're going to be burnt out. I'm really, really tired today. Not tired to where I'm like, "Oh, I didn't wanna be here." I'm happy to be here, and I'm really excited, and thank you all for joining me and spending your Mondays with me, and for everyone who catches the replays and watches or listens on the podcast other than Monday night. But there are some things in my life that I would rather not do. Like, I tweeted the other day, "Discipline means doing the things you don't wanna do," and it's completely, completely true. And so I just want to share something that I found on Twitter, and it's this guy. His name. I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce it right, but his name is Sahil Bloom. He is verified. I didn't know, but it came across my Twitter one day, and I actually, right before I sat down to broadcast this, I was like, let me pull up this tweet, and I had to search it, and what did I put in the bar? The paradox. I put, paradox thread in the search on Twitter, and, I looked at the top tweets, and he popped up. Someone actually had retweeted it, and it was there, and so he popped up, and I just looked, and it was his page, and I was like, "Okay, yes, you're the man who tweeted what I want to share." So, the original tweet says, "The most powerful paradoxes of life," and he talks about the persuasion paradox, the effort paradox, the time paradox, the wisdom paradox. And the one that really fits this whole topic of the end of the month grind or at the end of the year, getting all this stuff together, it just really goes so well. So I want to read it. And again, his at is Sahil Bloom. That's Sahil Bloom, Bloom. And it says, you have to put in more effort to make something appear effortless. Effortless, elegant performances are often a result of a large volume of effort, full, gritty practice. So it goes on to say, small things become big things. Simple is not simple. So talking about effort and grinding and putting in the work and accomplishing your goals and being nonstop, like when I'm not sure if people misunderstand. I'm sure when people say, working nonstop, no days off, and all that stuff, team no sleep, it doesn't mean that they're not getting sleep when they need to sleep. It means, they may push their bodies, they may push it to the limit and only grab some sleep when they can, but they're still sleeping, and they're still doing the best that they can to take care of their body, physical, mental, nutrition, everything. And I'm not sure, like, are people misunderstanding? And then in the same breath, I love how it says, elegant performances come from like that gritty practice, the effort that you put in over and over again. It's, your goals, you have to work at them daily. That's why people say it's nonstop. It's not because it's nonstop because you can't just wake up at the end of the month and say, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." I mean, you can, but consistency, right? And to be consistent means to do something repeatedly for a period of time. And you have to get to that period of time, which for a lot of people is January through December. And I just thought, especially now we're at the end of November, it's November 22nd. Didn't this year fly by? With the end of the year coming up, I just thought it would just be awesome to kind of be maybe a little bit of encouragement for people, like how me and my friend were all this week for each other. It is not going to happen overnight. You have to be consistent. I was literally just talking to Diani about this too. Shout out to Diani. Go check out her YouTube channel. She just posted 2 new videos actually, one last week and she just posted one yesterday. And we were just talking about what were we talking about? See, I just lost my train of thought. But me and Diani were just talking about something. And oh, being consistent. We were just talking about being consistent because she has her new videos up on her YouTube, and she's going to be posting weekly. And we both agree that consistency is something, you have to do it over and over again over a period of time. And some days you're going to be tired, some days you're not going to want to. You are going to have to show up for yourself first. And for me, showing up for myself means showing up here for you guys and for the podcast as a whole, because that's, a priority to me. So that's what it looks like for myself to show up for myself. And to get out of my own way, I make sure that my schedule is clear for Monday nights. I make sure that I am communicating with my guests and, sending over links, sending over anything that they may need, and making sure that, everything is going smoothly. So tonight, actually, I am going to have a guest come on, and I'm excited to speak with her because she is an intuitive coach, an all intuitive coach. And I like I like that a lot. And she also is going to touch on how really to get out of our own way when we talk about like the tweet that I saw about, oh, I don't want to see anything motivational. Like sometimes we need, like maybe that's what that person needs actually. Like you don't want to see it because you maybe feel triggered like, oh, I didn't accomplish this or that. But get out of your own way. I think maybe you do need to see the motivational tweets. You do need to listen to, something, or if that's not your jam, then find what you gel with and get to it, because whatever it is, if it's not working, try something new. Old keys won't open new doors. Is that how that goes? Either way, sometimes we have to take a step back and try something different. If the person who put that post out there, I don't even know who they are, but if the person who put that post out there was in tune with all the motivation and it just wasn't their year, understandable. But I want people to know that it really, like, success is perception, yes, but great people versus like average people, it's the work ethic that is going to separate you. And I know Nicki Minaj is very controversial. Um, but if you've been listening to my podcast, if you've been tuned in prior to Monday Nights with Mish, then you know that she's one of my faves. And she even says, like on her first mixtape on Beam Me Up Scotty, she says, it really boils down to it's not about talent and any of those, like the look or anything. really boils down to who wants it the most. And really, when you want something more than anybody else, you're willing to put those hours in, you're willing to grind, you're willing to be self motivated, self regulated, throwing it back to the Everything Namari blog where I wrote about last October. Well, 2 Octobers ago, where I wrote about being self motivated and self regulated and how you have to find what works for you. If that's reading a self help book, if that's listening to different podcasts, if that is whatever that looks like, for you, if that's sitting outside in nature, going swimming, clearing your mind, listening to meditation music, burning incense. I know a lot of people are into burning sage now. Whatever you need to do to motivate yourself to feel like you can get the job done, do that. Because at the end of the day, how bad do you want to get the job done? That's what it's going to boil down to. Like, so I just be wanting people to go out there and get it. I know in it's easy, probably a lot of people are thinking it's easy for me to say because I am naturally one of those people who is I'm self-motivated, I'm self-regulated for the most part. So for me, you literally don't have to tell me twice. I already know what my goals are and what I'm aiming to do. So every day, I make it's my mission every single day. I'm going to do something, even if it's just one puzzle piece to the whole grand scheme of things. I'm going to place at least one puzzle piece a day. And that's just the mindset that I have over everything that I do. I'm very into the things that I do, and that I put my name behind and that I put my creative juices into. And I know a lot of my family and my friends have said, that I do that very well. I'm very headstrong, and it's maybe to some who know me, they may say, well, it's easy for you to say, and like, but I'm literally telling you guys what I do, how I do it. Like, you literally have to motivate yourself. And if that means looking in the mirror every single morning and affirming yourself and affirming what your purpose is and affirming what you are doing and setting out to do and what you believe in, start there. It really starts within. You have to understand yourself. Um, man, just is like very random, but if anyone um if anyone has a chance, go check out, I think it was 2016. Whew, I don't even know. I can't remember right now, but 2016, I believe. It was the ladies' first cipher on the Hip Hop Awards, and it Erica Badu's her cipher, her freestyle. I'm really that's what I'm feeling right now. So I she just speaks about like having like, understanding yourself and just going within and being one with yourself. And really, I know, she talks her stuff. And what is really important that I think, let me just send this message here. I think it's just really important to know what your goals are and to just do them and do whatever it takes for you. If you don't know what it takes to motivate yourself, then either take some of what I'm saying or go out and look for yourself. And my dad used to say all the time, oh my goodness, he would say, this was like one of his favorite phrases: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. He had a lot of horse analogies that he would like to say, but that was one of the horse analogies. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So, um, that's why not everyone is this great, you know, this great, whether it's a great artist or a great mathematician, whatever it is, a great magician. Everyone is, in their own right, great and amazing at something. But there are people who are great and amazing at things and they don't even know, or people around them may not even know. So it defeats the purpose because, okay, I can be really amazing at storytelling, but if I don't tell any stories or affect lives at all and I keep it all to myself, really, what's the point? You know what? It defeats the point. And so the work ethic behind cultivating, creating stories and sharing stories, if I were to want to be a great storyteller, I better have some, put a little work ethic behind it because how many people in the world do you think aspire to be a great storyteller? So I just think it's really important to whatever it takes for you, you need to find that out. And it reminds me of the American Horror Story, the new one where they take the pill. They go and they take the pill, and it's like, if you are a great artist, then it's going to enhance you. And then if you take the pill and you are like a fraud or whatever, and you're not really great, they say you turn into a nobody. It just made me think of that because um, it made me think of that because I was just thinking about, the people who work hard to achieve their goals versus the people who don't. Not that we're taking any pill or anything, but like I would kind of view that pill as that work ethic. Do you have like are you putting in that work? Because a lot of times average will be outstanding if the work is there, hard work beats talent when talent isn't hardworking or something like that. But I love that. And so I wanted to really talk about the end of the month grind. And maybe I was a little offended because I am one of those people who are very, into, I'm very into getting stuff done and regulating myself and networking and talking to different people and encouraging different people. And I need to be motivated sometimes too. There are days, okay, my friend will tell you she had to call me this week, maybe the last 7 days she called me, blowing my phone up, and my phone, I put it on do not disturb when I'm sleeping, and I told her one night the night before because she's like, "I'm gonna call you in the morning, friend," because she knew that I was really tired, and I'm like, "I gotta get up in the morning and do X, Y, and Z," and she's like, "Okay, me too, so I'm gonna call you, and we're gonna be up, and we're gonna make sure da 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 da." So I told her the night before I'm gonna put her on my favorites list and that she could call me and let me know, or like, let me know to get up and like, "This is the time, and did you set your alarm?" or whatever the case. And my phone was on do not disturb. She called me like 3 times and she texts me and she goes, friend, what are you doing? It's 8 o'clock. You need to be up." And when I see the message, because when my phone on do not disturb, it doesn't ring. But then I always set my alarms anyway. So around the time that it was time to wake up and the alarm did come, and then I see her text messages and her missed calls there, it does help to motivate me to get up because it's like, okay, my friend is up. She also is grinding and accomplishing what she's setting out to do. So, like, why not? And we all have that little bit of competitive nature in us, whether we like to admit it or not. And maybe not that I'm competing with my friend, but just that getting up and going and doing what needs to be done. So, yeah, I just hope that everyone, whether it's the end of the month grind, end of the year grind, whatever you guys decide to do moving forward, and you guys know I'm big on starting over. Like how I said earlier, you can't just wake up one day and decide, oh, I'm gonna get this done, all together. I don't mean that you can't wake up and decide you want to switch or do something different or try a new approach to an old situation. Um, just that don't expect for everything to fall together so quickly, so easily. Know that you have to put the work in, and you have to experience it, and you should embrace the journey. You should embrace the whatever it is taking for you to accomplish whatever you set out to accomplish. Like, embrace that, because if you don't embrace it and you resist and you're fighting against the experience that is going to mold you and shape you into the person you need to become to even be able to have the things that you're asking for, that you say that you want to work for. And I don't know, man. Just me knowing that alone is enough motivation for me. Like, I be so on fire, like, about the little things. Everything excites me. I got what when this podcast got over 1,000 plays, like, are you kidding me? I was tweeting it, I put it on Instagram, so excited with the music in the background, like, I understood the assignment. Just excited because it's a small thing, but and it's so important to celebrate the small little wins too, because my goal of growing this podcast and expanding is not going to happen overnight. So along the way, as I'm embracing the journey and I'm enjoying the journey, I I have to show that I am actually enjoying the journey. And that's why I allow myself to get excited, to be excited about everything that is on my path to where I'm going. And so yeah, just know that effortless actions and effortless performance, how the tweet said, really comes from putting in that grit, that grind, and doing what you need to do. So, thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for everyone who watches the replay. Go over to my YouTube channel and follow me there. You guys all know the links will be down below, as well as my Instagram. And I actually put my Twitter on my Instagram as well. Excuse me on that. How can we all build better social connections? Well, show up for yourself first. I know I said that I was going to have on a special guest, but it looks like they are MIA. Um, so I am going to leave it here with you all. And I hope I could encourage someone. It's Monday night, might be a lot of partying this weekend and um, being with the fam, indulging and overeating and everything, which we should enjoy. But after the weekend is over, I don't want anyone to feel dissatisfied or like, oh my gosh, I had so much I had to do and I need to catch up and da 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 da. It's Monday night right now. So before next Monday, you know what you need to do next Monday. Get your get your ducks in a row. All right. Get them in a row. Self-regulate, self-motivate. I don't know if you need to write a sticky note, couple sticky notes on your mirror, words of affirmation. If you need whatever you need to do it for yourself. And I will see you guys next Monday.